Man, I've got no idea how to start this. How the fuck do I start a video after being gone for 2 years? I don't know. I guess I'm gonna talk about Convergence because I did a couple of videos of that game 2 years ago now. Hot damn, man. Time flies.
What year is it?
But I mean, let's talk about it because, man, a lot's changed with the game. To give you a little backstory about Convergence, oh man, I just don't know what I'm doing. How do I YouTube anymore? How do I do this?
Just do it!
I want to talk about Convergence today because I did 2 videos on the game back in, I think I did one in 2024 and then another one shortly after that. It was reviewing the game and then I did another one about some things I'd like to see in the game. And I gotta say, pretty much everything I asked for has been implemented into the game thus far as we approach the 1.0 release of the game in fall and winter of this year, hopefully. At least that's what the roadmap says. Nix? I hope I'm saying that right, but it's the solo dev behind this game.
Cool.
Might know him from an older VR game, which we'll kind of leave unmentionable, but let's just say another studio seen his game, was like, oh, this is really impressive, and, you know, got the game taken down. Unless you've got it on a hard drive somewhere, I don't even know if you could play it if you do have it on your hard drive. Either way, I missed the boat on that. It just flew completely under my radar. He took everything he knew, repurposed it, and built from the ground up, and, well, we have Convergence. That's what I want to talk about today because, man, I really think it's worth your time, especially at the discounted price, because I do know that the price is going to increase when the game hits full release. But anyway, let's get the fuck into it, shall we? You're probably asking, what is Convergence? And I'm so happy you asked. It's an extraction shooter. Now, okay, hold on, because trust me, I hear you. It's a good extraction shooter. If you like Into the Radius, Stalker, Metro, I think you're going to find something here that you really, really like. That kind of post-apocalyptic kind of vibe, I guess I'll say, Chernobyl, what have you. If you're kind of into that aesthetic or that scenery, I think you're going to really dig what's going on here.
We both kind of messed up back there.
But if you really hate, man, dig what's going on here. What the fuck? If you're into that, you're going to find a lot here that you love. The art style, the sound, the look, the whole 9 yards, right? But if you're really tired of extraction shooters, I don't really think that Convergence is going to sway your mind, especially where it's done by just one dude. We'll get more into that a little later, but you've got to kind of keep that in the back of your mind the entire time that you play this game. I'm not saying it's a deal breaker, but it's something to keep in mind.
Sounds nuts. But worth a try.
Even though everything on offer here, down to the visuals, the sound, the whole thing is wildly impressive. I mean, hell, I can't even do one video in 2 years, and this dude's made a whole VR game in 2 years and almost on the 1.0 release. So I got nothing to say. But what you do basically is, you know, you kind of gear up what you need: bandages, sardines, chocolate bars, cigarettes, because you need to always be smoking constantly. Water, you know, weapons, ammo, stuff like that. You go out, scavenge, you encounter bandits, you encounter some demons later on as well. There's some bosses mixed in, and you come back, sell your loot, and repeat. And that's really the gotcha of the game. If you don't like that cycle of procedurally generated areas, there are a couple different areas to pick from. You know, you got like a dead city, you got like a kind of a, it almost looks like a garage area, like a big garage bay.
Well, what do you call it?
A car hole.
You've got a forest, you've got different variations of those as well. And there's also another area coming, I guess, for the 1.0 release to tie in all the main missions. But if you don't really like the sounds of that, I don't really think you're going to enjoy a lot here. Because that's the whole premise of the game. Go out, loot, come back, sell, and you just repeat. And you have little missions that you do to progress kind of the story and unlock different areas back at the hub. Like there's a medical bay, and, you know, there's a guy really down bad because he wants a bottle of beer. And that's how you get a crossbow, right?
Real solid.
And there's some other things that I don't want to spoil here in case you do purchase the game. But there's a ton of content here, a ton of voice acting, which I don't know how he's done the voice acting. I don't know if he's paid people to do the voice acting. I don't know if he's just gotten friends to do the voice acting, because it does not sound like AI, and I don't see anything on Steam to state that there's AI unless I'm just being completely oblivious, so I'll own that. But to my knowledge, it's all real people and it's just one dude, so I think it's just some friends.
Look at this slick bastard.
And look, don't be expecting top-notch voice acting, because you're not going to find it here. But what you are going to find is a game filled with fucking tons of passion, and a guy with a vision, and a guy that constantly updates the game. That's what I love, man. It's not perfect. You're going to see a good amount of jank as you play the game and as you progress, and all depends on what kind of hardware you're on too, I think. But there's a ton of passion here, man. I mean, can we just talk about the lighting actually for a second? Because hot damn, the lighting is crazy good. It's probably some of the best I've seen in a VR game to date. And to boot with all that, you know, all looking really good, you got a little friendly doggo that accompanies you the entire way. And man, I gotta say, he's great, but he can also be kind of annoying at times.
What?
And that's probably more of a me thing, but he can just go out and run to enemies that you can't even see, which is a little perplexing at times. Like sometimes he'll just run off and you have no idea where he is, and you have to go a long distance to find him again. But I guess a fix for his AI and stuff, and just in general, the AI of the enemies is coming with the 1.0 release, because right now it's serviceable. It is cool at times, but you'll find a lot of enemies just kind of janking around.
This is bullshit!
And this is what I mean by you got to keep at the forefront of your mind that there's a solo dev behind this. You'll have enemies kind of clip through walls. You'll have them go through cars. I don't know how many times I've seen my dog just kind of walk through a fucking car and just kind of sit there, right? But really, it doesn't bother me that much because, again, there's just so much passion behind this project. And hopefully, as more people buy the game, more people give feedback and stuff like this, once 1.0 releases, a lot of these bugs will be ironed out. And one more thing, speaking of bugs, I've encountered many times, and apparently this is now fixed, but in one map particular called Dead City, I would always find a wall that would be invisible, and sometimes it would stop you from exiting a mission, which, man, can be a huge piss off, because you can go out into these raids, get a bunch of gear, and if you die, you'll lose all your stuff unless you've purchased insurance, and depending on what difficulty you have this on and how long you've been playing and stuff, that can be pretty discouraging, man. Apparently that's fixed now. Time will tell, but that's something that I encountered quite a bit. Sometimes guns will get like lodged in the ground, just kind of the normal thing that you'd expect from solo bigger projects. But I will say, man, like I've played the game, I think for 51 hours so far, and I've owned it since early access. I kind of checked in here and there, but I've just been playing a ton recently over the past couple of months. I don't know why. I think it was the changes and just the optimization of the game getting better, because there was one update that released, it was the forest, and I played it, and my game, it just ran like shit. It just could not handle it. And for the record, I don't have an absolute top of the line machine, but I've got 4070, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, 7900X, I think, or 7900X 3D. I don't know. I'll put it somewhere on the video here, but needless to say, I've got a pretty decent machine, and that update hit, and that was early on, and I said, look, I'll come back in a little while and I'll check it out. And I'm really glad I did, man, because I loved the game when it dropped, and I love it even more now. There's so much to do, there's so much content in there, and if you do like that somewhat repetitive nature of go out, loot, come back, sell, and just repeat, I think you're going to find a lot here to enjoy, man. And the atmosphere is right, especially when you go down into the underground area.
Holy shit!
First time that you kind of encounter the demons and where they're all asleep. Little tip, you can sneak up behind them, pull out your flashlight and hit them with a UV blast and just kill them however you can. And make sure you cut them after they're dead, because you can get a little sack to sell.
No shit.
Ton of weapons to unlock, and one later on in a mission that I don't want to ruin here, but it is fucking hilarious to use. And he recently just released Rep 6, which took forever to unlock for me. It felt like forever. I do gotta say, most of the missions I enjoy. They're just like fetch quests, do this, do that, bring back, you know, a person that requests a special kind of item. But Rep 6, man, I gotta say, I didn't enjoy it. There's one section where you have to kill 15, I think they're brutal demons, and for whatever reason, the RNG gods did not bless me because I kept playing and playing and playing, and it took me, I think, 2 hours of basically trying to speed run this, of just getting them killed before I get 15. And someone might say that's not a lot, some might say that's really quick. I don't know, man. I kept going down in different areas, Dead City, the underground facility where the demons were, and they just wouldn't spawn. I don't know what the deal was, but it was quite infuriating, but got over it. Okay. And once you unlock Rep 6, man, it's worth it just for this. You unlock the shotgun pistol, and holy shit, man, it is wild. The range on it is crazy. It feels good to use. It sounds great. And then you unlock an LMG as well. I mean, it is just, the weapons are just fun to use, man. The reloading can be a little janky when you like eject the magazine. Again, going back to that point I already made, a solo dev, you've got to keep that in the back of your mind the whole time you're playing this. You know, it's not perfect.
Of course!
You know, the Mosin, when you pull back the bolt and pull it forward again, it just doesn't quite feel right. It feels kind of janky. But again, I hope all that stuff gets ironed out with version 1 release, which hopefully will be this winter. Fingers crossed, and there's gonna be more updates for that, the version 1 release. There's going to be a new tutorial, rework of missions, voice acting and story context for main missions, main story ending, new location for the game's ending, new guns, advanced graphics settings, advanced difficulty settings, cloud saves. All that sounds pretty good. And he did introduce a new graphics setting called Potato. So if you got a really bad system, you can put it on Potato. And you know what? It still looks pretty okay. You lose a lot of the lighting, which does a lot of the heavy lifting. If it's just a way for you to try it, you can try Potato.
Potatoes!
He's got some other stuff planned, new enemies, more variety in the generation of existing maps, all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to see what comes out as things progress. And I should mention too, there is gun cleaning in this game, just dirtiness. Don't go in expecting, you know, Into the Radius 1 gun cleaning. All it is just a toothbrush. You just brush off the gun and that's it. If there's something else planned, I'm not sure, but I think it's fine for what it is, right? You can take off attachments, put attachments on your gun. It's fun stuff, man. You know, suit your playstyle of whatever you're looking for. The one thing to take away about all this is the game's not abandoned. The guys constantly work on it for 2 years now. Very engaged. I mean, I see him in Discord chit-chatting, clearly is responding on Steam as well. Don't just take my word for it. Go out, look at other impressions, reviews, what have you, and decide, is this something that you want to buy? And there is some DLC you can buy as well, just to kind of support the development of the game, which I actually did buy 2 of them. The Support Pack 3 and the Support Pack 1. You get a cool little hat for your doggo and some skins and a knife. And then Support Pack 3, I really bought it because, I don't know, it's just awesome. A night vision dog hat and then a badass revolver skin. It sucks that the revolver is actually pretty shitty.
It's true, but he shouldn't say it.
It is the first gun you get, but it's just kind of underwhelming. And that pretty much covers it. There's not much else to say. I could get into the nitty gritty and stuff, but it's a fucking great game, man. You can do little cool things like the way you light your cigarette. You can light other cigarettes with existing cigarettes. You can pull tips out with your teeth and inject you, like with the little stimmers that you get. It's just so cool, man. It's just, I don't know what else to say. It's fucking awesome.
You made it back in one piece, so it couldn't have been that bad.
But anyway, if you happen to watch the video this long, thank you. I know it's been forever, so I apologize. And I'll try to get out a video each week, because, man, somebody needs to get the word out on VR, because what the fuck is Sony doing, man? They dropped the ball with the PSVR 2, and they're dropping the ball just for the game industry in general with no physical games anymore. What the fuck is that? Anyway, I appreciate your time, and wherever you are, I hope you have a good day, and I'll catch you later.